Alrighty. This is Luis Sandoval, FightHype.com, here with trainer Virgil Hunter. Virgil, we just seen Amir go 12 hard rounds. How are you happy with the progression? How's everything looking in your eyes?
I think, well, I know that we're on schedule. And some of the things he was doing today, I was very pleased with it. He was very calm, very patient today, which is where we need him with the fighter of Devon's caliber and with an astute coach like Kevin. You know, we need to make sure that everything is in order. And he showed that he can be orderly in a lot of respects today.
This fight with Devon, he sounds like he wants to come in a little bit more aggressive than before. Are you expecting him to come at Amir, or do you expect him to box? I know you guys are praying for everything, but as far as what you think, what do you expect from Devon?
You know, when you have a fighter who's capable of doing most anything, you have to prepare for everything. So it's my job to make sure he's prepared for everything that Devon can do, which happens to be everything, and to do our best to offset that with some of the strategies and some of the techniques that we're using here in camp in anticipation of whether Devon is being aggressive or whether he's being elusive or whether he's counterpunching or whether he's leading. We have to be ready, simple as that.
Devon alluded a lot to people underestimating his power. He made it seem that he was going to show it in this fight. You know, do you respect Devon's power? That's something that you, when you think of Devon, you think power, or do you think other things?
Well, look, anybody that has the pedigree that Devon Alexander has power. I think where people make mistakes in boxing are this. If you look at Devon and some of the other young fighters, he went to the A-Leagues rather early. He didn't fight B-League fighters for 30 fights, where he had 30 fights and 24 knockouts, because he's fighting B and C leaguers. He went to the A-League rather early, I think maybe in his 19th, 20th fight. And when you go to the A-Leagues, particularly as a young fighter, you know, your knockout percentage goes down, because the A-League guys are not easy to knock out. You know, when you're talking about the best, every fighter's knockout percentage goes down when you fight the best. And he just happened to go to the A-Leagues earlier than most guys who might have a deceiving record when it comes to knockouts, because they lingered around the B-Leagues for 25 and 26 fights and they had 19 knockouts. But nobody even knows the guys that they fought. So, but when you look at Devon's resume, he was at the top of his game, I believe, in right under 20 fights. So I take his power very seriously. He's a sharp puncher. He's strong. He's got the pedigree. So yeah, I take his power very seriously. I've never let those other people who never got hit in a boxing ring or understand what power is in boxing, and never let that sway me. Any fighter can knock you out if he's been around and he knows what he's doing.
And Virgil, when you see this fight, what's going to win Amir this match? What skill set or what does he have that's going to be the difference in this fight?
His focus is going to have to be there for his opportunity to come out victorious. That's first and foremost, his focus. And if he can maintain his focus, he has a great chance of coming out victorious.
Is this you guys see this? How important is this fight? Because there's so much scenes, so much riding on it. And Amir has told me he's not focused on anything but the fight. But of course, there's talks of a Floyd Mayweather fight. There's talks of a Manny Pacquiao fight. Do you almost have to kind of take that into consideration, kind of realize how big this fight is and the repercussions that it could bring?
Well, I think in our case, you have to believe Amir for what he's saying, because he's been through it with the prospect of a Mayweather fight. So he's been through that gauntlet, so to speak. So by going through that and nothing materializing for him, he understands that that's not where he needs to keep his focus. He needs to keep his focus on what is actually going to be. And what's actually going to be is December 13th with Devon Alexander. So I know his focus is not on Mayweather or Manny Pacquiao at this point.